Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Hypermind modded server playing the FTB Revelation modded Minecraft 1.12 mod pack. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing well today. Well, we are going to take a little tour of the latest progress here on the base, and that's going to include a look at my ore processing solution and a tree farm, and we're going to see all of the base progress. We've done some more building, we've moved some stuff around. So let's get started. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the hidey hole. We've not done any further progress on the solar panel. We're going to get there eventually, but we don't quite have the automated wither solution in yet. We're going to get that done between now and the next time we're together. So let's not really talk about that. Let's take a look at what we do have. So I'm out here and looking at an empty area right here. This is where I used to have all of my oak trees, and notice that they are gone. Yes, we're going to take a look at that. Now, just a way of by way of reminder here, we're progressing towards advanced rocketry, and we're getting pretty close to actually getting into that. It's a fairly advanced mod, it's a lot of machines and a lot of high-end stuff, and so we're getting close. Okay, close, not quite there, but almost. And so we should be probably taking a look at that within a couple of episodes. So anyway, in here you can see we've got a lot of changes to take a look at. You notice all the thermoelectric generators are gone. All of my, well, I think I'd moved this already, but the water mills are gone for the GP production, and then all of the cloches are gone, and all of my manual ore processing setup is gone, and then tinkers and immersive engineering, it's all gone. All gone. Yep. Sounds like we've got a zombie close by, a zombie baby. Anyway, so I've moved all of that, and it's time to take a look at that. So again, we are working through advanced rocketry, and we're doing that pretty much off camera. I'm just playing as I get time and doing that all in a little bit here and there, and then bringing you back for all the major progress. And you can see that we've got a lot of progress since the last time we were together. I've gone so far right now with this laboratory block. It's the Roundel version of it. I'm still not sold on it. I don't like it. I gotta be honest. I don't like it. But it's something. It gives a little bit more structure to the rooms that we carved out last time, or carved out for the last time, and you can see we've got a decent amount of progress over here. So we've got our central area. It's got an elevator block right in the middle, and we can go up this way and down all the way to our basement. Not much changed down here. We'll come back to that in a bit. Let's go right here. Okay. And we've got all of our things hooked up to our AE2 system. So we're no longer relying on the RFTools modular storage or anything like that. We've got automated ore processing going into here, and then we've got the resource miner sending stuff into here, and that's continuing to go. We've got plenty of storage space available for all of that. 6 emerald upgrades and then a void upgrade, so no problem there with any overloading on the server. So over here you can see that we've got a little bit of a change. We've got kind of the farming stuff, and you might be wondering what in the world is going on back there. Well, if we take a look, I think maybe we should go to the basement, and I'll show you that in a little more detail. Let's come up here. Is this it? Yes. Okay, so we'll go up here. Oh, if I can get in there. Okay, there we go. All right, so right here I've moved all of the cloches. They're into this one spot here, and instead of all being in one line and sharing one mass or a really long line of fluid ducts, we've just got the one fluid duct coming off of that sink right there, and then we've got power cables up top, and so that's all going into those storage drawers, which are then hooked up to the AE2 system right here with a storage bus. Okay, so that's how I've got that on pretty much all of it. So another storage bus right there for the void resource miner stuff, and then over here with the other storage drawer network right there for all of the ores and ingots and all that fun stuff. And over here, this is the mob drop one. And I've got some mob drops I've got to throw in there, but not for now. I've filled out the ME controller network right there. Other than that, moved my wall of these power cells down here just to clean out upstairs, because we're going to be clearing that out a little later, probably between now and the next time we're together. So over here, not much else has changed. We still need to come up with, or I need to pull out the screen controller and the screen and then get all of that set up instead of having to rely on, what are they? Levers. Yeah, levers on redstone transmitters. Yeah, I want to use a screen, maybe a screen right here or right here, just to control all of those items. And then over here, I want to put a rancher of some form. We're going to do ranching for squids. My squid, I've lost the word. My squid spawner isn't working. So I think there's just something with the spawning mechanics that we've got to deal with right there. So then over here, we've got a cooking for blockhead set up. And you notice that I've switched to something called surf and turf. It's a snack. It's not quite as good as steak, but I was tired of coming over to the mob drops area. I've moved all of my steak into here. And so every time I would throw all of the items into that, it would take my steak, which, you know, it should. I mean, that's what it's for, but I was tired of doing that. So I'm using something other than the surf, or other than steak, for my food. Yeah, so there we go. Other things of note up here, the ore processing, and we've just got a bunch of stuff in here. I moved the Tinker Smeltery into here. We've got the Immersive Engineering Alloy Kiln there. I've moved the metal press and my coke oven over to here. Don't have a blast furnace. Never really saw a need for it, and we can do blast furnacing type stuff in an induction smelter. So no need for that right now. I've moved the fortuning processing over to here. Let me show you the outline. So it's right there. It's just 2x5 now, 2x5x5. So it's a little bit less laggy. It doesn't take as much power to run. And honestly, since we've got the whole backlog taken care of, it's not really that big of a deal. So next order of business. So the fortuning, same thing. It's still the RFTools builder right there. Shape card, clearing fortune quarry, no problem. And then we've got a number of other ender chests that are now piped into these resonant. It's a resonant level pulverizer. And then what have we got here? Got an auxiliary sleeve and then a bunch of reception coils right there. So that processes pretty quickly. And then we've got filters coming in here. Most everything is going. So this is a blacklist. So anything that's not on this list goes into this ender chest. It's gray, black, gray, which then comes into here. Okay, that's the input for this side. And this is the redstone furnaces. And those are all resonant level. And I've just maxed those out with reception coils. And those all go into the gray, gray, gray. And then anything that is on this list, see, notice it's a white list right there. Anything on this list goes into gray, gray, gray. And that goes into this right here directly. Okay, so that's one of the ender chests that's down below there. And then other than that, nothing much here. Over here, we've got the farm, the oak farm. And so I'm using Plant Gatherer and the farmer from Industrial Foregoing. Is that the name? Yeah, there it is. And then we've got all of the sludge comes out of here, goes into the ender tank. And I don't think we're actually doing anything with that. Huh. Yeah. We should be burning it up somewhere. I'm not sure if we are. And we'll find out soon enough if I leave that running, but I can't remember putting that in anywhere. I could be... I know where that is. Yep, that's upstairs. Yep, there it is. It's over here. So I did make that. So the sludge comes into the sludge boiler, and then that outputs items into white, no, light gray, white, light gray. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that goes into the resource, void resource miner thing over here. Yeah, okay. On this side, we've got all of the farming stuff. I put that into here. And then for the oak, we've just got full on emerald upgrades and a void upgrade. All right. Next order of business is back behind this wall. Of course, we've got doors, and once I put a ceiling on this thing, I won't be able to just fly over the walls like that. We'll actually have to come through, but I've moved all of the machinery down to here, and this is just the manual machinery. It's not the automated stuff. Well, there is one automated thing right here. This thing has an export bus attached to it that's always putting out dimensional shards. So there we go. Okay. And yeah, so just compacted everything. Manual processing of pulverized stuff right there. And now what we need to do is one fun little thing. I just love this. Yep. So we're going to put a cow right there. We're going to take an anvil and then drop it like that. Okay. And we've now got a cow in a jar, which means that we should be able to, on this cooking for blockheads thing, get some dairy stuff, but we got to wait a while for that thing to build up. And then there's one more thing I want to show you is the ore processing in progress. Okay. So I have not turned this thing on because, once I get a project done, I pretty much just leave this, sign off the server for a while. And I don't want to be running this if I'm not using the items. So I just turn this thing off. So I'm going to turn it on now so you can see everything going on with it. And what I want to do is go up top, and it processes pretty quickly. So you won't be able to see it too frequently. Let's do this, see if anything pops in there. Yep, there we go. Yep, you can see it coming through. Things will go through the pulverizer pretty fast because we've got those reception coils there. But yeah, we're progressing pretty quickly there, and we've got automated ore processing going on, and I'm not seeing anything show up that we don't have room for. So I think I've managed to get everything exported correctly. This thing goes directly into... No, that's gray, gray, gray. Yeah, so some things go directly into gray, gray, gray. White list right there. So yeah, all of that goes directly in there. And then this one, light. Let's see, what's that going to be? Oh, that's the pulverized stuff. So yeah, I had to do two filters because we ran out of room over on this one. Yeah. So if we get to the end of this one, something shows up that I haven't accounted for, we'll just run another resonant filter. So no problem right there. It's just pulling everything out of there. And yeah, so using the whitelisted filters. So not too shabby. We don't want this thing running long term because again, I'm on here for a little bit doing a project and then I'm done. So I don't need that running and taking up server resources. So we'll just leave it like that. Another point of note here, I built the Dragon Egg Mill thinking that I could go in and fight the Ender Dragon and get a Dragon Egg. Well, it turns out the Ender Dragon has not been defeated yet. And so when I went into the end, well, it was, yeah, the original Ender Dragon is still there. So, yeah. Anyway, that's a thing. It caught me by surprise, and I eventually managed to get back here, and I kept all my stuff, and I didn't have to go back to the end. But anyway, it'd be nice if that thing was defeated. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little tour about the base. And I think what we can do is turn around and just have the ore processing there in the background. It's a little bit difficult. We're kind of in cramped quarters here. And then what we'll do is do this as well. And yeah, let's do that. So the long-term plan, again, we're going towards advanced rocketry so we can go to space and go to other planets. And that means we need a lot of power generation. We've got that now with the massive solar panel that we've got upstairs. We've got a lot of power stored in the in our Dragon Ball down below, and yeah, we've got automated ore processing. So I think we're getting pretty close. I do want to do one more thing, and that is the automated wither thing, and a couple more farms. But then I think we're getting pretty close. So maybe a couple episodes, and we'll start doing the advanced rocketry stuff. But we're getting pretty close. And anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this look. If you got any questions or comments or suggestions about the ore processing setup or farm or any of the design or anything like that, feel free to hit me up in the comment section down below, or you can catch me on my public Discord. There is a link to the description or in the description box below to that. So feel free to join us over there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.